Hello my friends and welcome back to Dragon Age Origins. In our last video, we finished up in Redcliffe Castle and Luna obtained the ability to become a Bloodmage, and I cannot wait until I level up next so that I can start taking some of these spells and see what mayhem I can cause. But anyway, I do want to head back down to Redcliffe Village because I have one last quest here that I need to turn in called Lost in the Castle, where I need to tell Owen of Velena's fate. Because yeah, I totally didn't find her, Owen. Here you are.
They told me you've been back to the castle, that everything's under control, but Velena still hasn't come back to me. Does that mean...
I'm sorry, I haven't found any sign of her. Yes, I suppose it means that she must be dead.
Dead? Well, it's better to know. At least she's with her mother now. Then take this. A reward for your time. A trinket from my master from a long time ago. Better off in your hands than mine, eh? If you'll excuse me, I need some privacy. Come back later if you wish.
Quest completed. You were unable to find Velena in the castle, and she is most likely dead. You told Owen that you were unable to find her, and as expected, he did not take it well. Well, she was alive when I saw her. Does she wander back, do you think? Or maybe the beasties got her or something like that? And then I also received something. I have so many things. Fox's bow, arrow of filth. Ashen Knight Greaves. Ooh, +1 to all attributes? That seems really good. Bulwark of the True King. Willpower, Constitution. Well, I guess willpower does cover stamina as well as mana, right? What did he give me? Oh, Owen's remaster work. It's a light helmet that gives you extra armor.
Like I said, be on your way. Smithy's closed.
Okay, grumpy. I mean, he does have a right to be grumpy. So I wanted to head back to my camp. Oh, there's a quest. Oh yeah, I don't want to turn in the quest just yet because I need to get more corpse gall. I think 18 was my goal, but let me see. Map. Can I go to my party camp from here? I think I can. I can.
Now that we're back at the camp, I want to talk about what happened at Redcliffe.
Okay. What's on your mind?
You let Lady Isolde sacrifice herself with blood magic. How could you do that?
What? You think I should have killed the little boy instead? It was her choice, Alistair.
She was grasping at straws. Of course she would sacrifice herself. She felt guilty for what happened. But there must have been another way. This is the Jarl's wife we're talking about here. What do you think he'll say when we revive him?
This was all for his benefit? Yeah. Let's not forget that the reason her son ended up making a deal with the demon and her son and her husband was poisoned was because she invited a mage here. So it was kind of all her fault to begin with. Plus, she was mean to you as a kid. Anyway, he'll see there were larger things at stake. I don't really care what he says. Maybe we shouldn't revive him then. I'm trying to be nice to Alistair because we want to romance him and see how that all goes. But maybe you're right. I don't know. I feel like that's the most neutral of all of them.
I just don't know how you could do it. How you could make that decision. I owe the Jarl more than this.
So this is about you and him and not me at all. Kind of. I honestly did the best I could, Alistair. Yeah, let's go with that one. Deal with it. I don't really care what you think. Quit your whining. Man, you can be proper mean to Alistair.
You're right. Of course you're right. I'm such an ass. I should know better than to second guess you like this. Oh, why am I getting on your back about it? You did what you had to. It's just... all this death. Never mind. Let's just stop there before I do more than shove my foot in my mouth like an idiot.
Oh, -7. Yikes. I am way low now. Do I have any gifts to give him before I talk to him again? Alistair. Oh wait, I have his mother's amulet. Let's do that.
Oh, this is my mother's amulet. It has to be. But why isn't it broken? Where did you find it?
Oh, he's still talking. I found it in Redcliffe Castle in the study. Yeah, that one.
Oh, the Arl study?
Mm-hmm.
Then he must have found the amulet after I threw it at the wall. And he repaired it and kept it. I don't understand. Why would he do that?
Maybe he meant to give it back to you? Perhaps you mean more to him than you think.
I guess you could be right. We never really talked that much. And then the way I left... Thank you. I mean it. I thought I'd lost this to my own stupidity. I'll need to talk to him about this if he recovers from his... When he recovers, that is. I wish I'd had this a long time ago. Did you remember me mentioning it? Wow. Huh. I'm more used to people not really listening when I go on about things.
Of course I remembered. You're special to me, remember? Your friend... Sorry, did you say something? First one.
Is this the part when the music starts and we begin dancing? Because I'm game. Where's the minstrels?
+10. Okay, that's better. Neutral still. Let's see if I've got any other gifts I can give him before I talk to him. There was the stone dragon statuette. Oh, no, wait, that's to me. There we go. Gift that one.
Is that for me? Really? Wow. Wow.
We're back up to interested. So let's quick save. Oh, and I think I had... Minor Constitution. Inspired by your leadership, this party member has gained a +1 bonus to Constitution.
You know, maybe this isn't the best time to be thinking about this, but I've something to ask you. Chances are we'll be heading to Denerim soon. And when we're there, I wonder if we might be able to look someone up.
You have a friend outside of the Grey Wardens? This wouldn't be some former lover of yours, would it? We'll probably be a bit too busy to make social calls. Loghain will get what's coming to him. No, is this a former lover of yours?
A former what? No. Do you honestly think I would suggest we go see together? No. The thing is, I have a sister, a half-sister. I told you about my mother, right? She was a servant at Redcliffe Castle and she had a daughter. Only I never knew about her. I don't think she knew about me either. They kept my birth a secret after all. But after I became a Grey Warden, I did some checking and, well, I found out she's still alive. In Denerim.
That's wonderful news.
She's the only real family I have left. The only family not also mixed up in the whole royal thing. I've just been thinking that maybe it's time I went to see her. With the blight coming and everything, I don't know if I'll ever get another chance to see her. Maybe I can help her. Warn her about the danger, I don't know.
If you want to, we could try.
Could we? I'd appreciate that. If something happened to her and I never went to at least see her, I don't know if I could forgive myself. Her name is Goldana, and I think she remarried but still lives just outside the alienage. If we're in the area, then, well, it's worth a look.
+2 approval. Quest updated. Alistair's family. Find Goldana. Alistair told you about his half-sister, Goldana, with whom he shares a mother. They don't, though, right? He's always wanted to find her, to talk to her, but he's never done it. Now Alistair wishes to warn her about the blight while he still has the chance. Goldana lives in Denerim, near the alienage. Okay, let's save again and talk to Alistair again.
At your service.
I have some questions.
Of course.
Tell me about the Grey Wardens?
Such as they are.
Oh.
About the Grey Wardens, anyhow.
Yeah, I guess.
Fair enough. At your service. Of course.
So why have you remained a Templar if you hate the Chantry?
Have you seen the uniform? It's not only stylish, but well made. I'm a sucker for good tailoring.
I thought Templars wore heavy plate mostly. In that case, you should have become a mage. No, mage's outfits are not cute. Oh, I don't ever think I've seen you wearing it. Yeah, that one.
I keep it hidden under my pillow. Sometimes I'll take it out just so I can hug it fondly and remember the good old days. Brings a tear to the eyes, you know.
So you stay a Templar out of sentiment?
Oh, sure. They said that all the self-flagellation would be unpleasant, but you know what they say. One man's pain. You don't really want to know about my being a Templar, do you? It's really quite boring.
Well, then make up something more exciting.
You know, I like the way you think. But I guess if you're really curious, there's no harm in obliging. I have a couple of interesting-looking moles I can show you later, too, if you're interested. The truth of the matter is that I did hate going to the monastery. The initiates from poor families thought I put on airs, while the noble ones called me a bastard and ignored me. I felt like Al-Eamon had cast me off, unwanted, and I was determined to be bitter. But I took some solace in the training itself, I guess. I was actually quite good at it.
What did you enjoy about the training? Enjoyed hunting mages, did you? I think I understand. Yeah, I think I understand. It's similar to Luna's backstory, where she was thrown out of her Dalish clan and went to the circle and ended up becoming a really good mage, and she likes it. So, yeah, I think I understand.
Using the abilities I have came after years of education and discipline that was difficult to achieve, if rewarding. The sword training and religious doctrine all came later. I never really felt at home anywhere, though, until I joined the Grey Wardens. And Duncan felt my Templar abilities might be useful for when we encountered Darkspawn magic, so I kept it up. What about you? Do you have anywhere you consider home?
I guess my home is with the Grey Wardens now, with you.
Really? I guess I like the sound of that. We won't always be traveling like this, you know. Once the war is over, once the blight is... well, a time will come when we'll have to think about having a real home again. Though that seems like a far ways off. And I suppose the Grey Wardens are gone for good. Either way.
That's assuming we even survive. They can be rebuilt. Yeah, I mean, assuming we survive, they can be rebuilt.
I suppose you're right. We can create new Grey Wardens, but we'll never get back those we lost. I wonder if it would ever feel the same. Anyhow, now I've sidetracked us. We'd better get back to what we're supposed to be doing right now.
We're now up to +4. 34 interested. Great. Save again.
At your service. Of course.
Why did you keep your birthright a secret?
You never asked?
It is a cheap answer. Do you want to make me more angry? I'm hurt that you didn't trust me. Yeah.
No, please don't think that. It's not that I didn't trust you. It's... Please, let me try to explain.
Okay.
The thing is, I'm used to not telling anyone who didn't already know. It was always a secret. Even Duncan was the only Grey Warden who knew. And then after the battle, when I should have told you, I don't know, it seemed like it was too late by then. How do you just tell someone that?
You just tell them. It's come up, Alistair. You've been avoiding it. Yes. How about, by the way, I'm heir to the throne? No, I guess I can understand.
I should have told you, anyway. It was important for you to know. I guess part of me likes you not knowing.
You enjoyed not telling me?
It's just that anyone who's ever found out has treated me differently afterwards. I was the bastard prince instead of just being Alistair. I know that must sound stupid to you, but I hate that it shaped my entire life. I never wanted it, and I certainly don't want to be king. The very idea of it terrifies me.
Oh, we'll probably try to make you king anyway. No, it doesn't sound stupid at all. I can understand how people would suddenly want to be your best friend if they knew who your real father was.
For all the good it does me, my blood seems certain to haunt me no matter what I do. I guess I should be thankful that Al-Eman is far more likely to inherit the throne. If he's alright. Oh, I hope he's alright. For what it's worth, I'm sorry for not telling you sooner. I guess I was just hoping that you would like me for who I am. It was a dumb thing to do.
I liked you. Now I don't even know who you were. I do like you. I thought that was pretty clear at this point. Yeah, let's go with that one.
I guess it's kind of a relief that you know now. Let's go.
+2. Well, let's try to do one more, perhaps, maybe, with him?
At your service. Of course.
You were raised in a chantry. Have you never... ... question mark?
Never what? Had a good pair of shoes?
Yeah, sex, Alistair.
Oh, so that's what we're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I admit I've never had a woman just come out and ask me like this, that's for sure. I, myself, never had the pleasure. Not that I haven't thought about it, of course. But, you know.
You've never had the opportunity? Oh, I see you lack the proper parts. Oh, that's so cute. You're a virgin. Sure.
Cute? Well, hearing that from a beautiful woman does make me feel much luckier. I'll say that.
Oh, you think I'm beautiful?
Of course you are, and you know it. You're ravishing, resourceful, and all those other things you probably hurt me for not saying.
I would never hurt you, Alistair.
Nor I, you. Let us be off then, lest your risque talk make my ears blush.
Oh, wow, +4. Okay, well, let's level up Alistair since we're here. I think we need more dexterity, I'm sure. Nope. Yeah, 26 dexterity still. We're there. We're finally there. Strength. And then we'll do survival because it also grants +5 bonus to nature resistance, and that can't hurt. Although I probably should have done the tactic slots, but I feel like I've got a ton of them. And then we'll do shield balance. Let's see his tactics. I need to work on it, but you know what? It's fine. We're in camp, and we don't need to worry about these things right now. Okay. Mysterious pile of books. Ah, yes. My Tome of Death. This was my... this is my backup plan. Should something go horrible as I get farther along in the game, and it's me all on my lonesome. Although I would have Alistair. If it's Alistair and me all on my lonesome, killing the Archdemon, but I don't expect to use it, but I wanted it just in case. So I have Sten here. He seems in the wrong spot, but let's talk to Leliana.
Yes?
You'd like to talk?
Well, here I am.
You are a traveling minstrel. Do you have any tales to share?
Of course I do. I love stories far too much to keep them to myself. Everyone should be able to benefit from them, I think.
Tell me about the Darkspawn.
Chantry law says it is man's pride that created the Darkspawn. In ages past, the mages of the Tevinder Imperium ruled much of the world we know. In their pride, they thought their magics invincible and imagined that they were greater than the Maker himself. So thinking, they invaded his golden city, planning to take it for themselves and depose their own creator. But they were impure and full of sin. And it is with the sin that they tainted the golden city, corrupting it forever. The Maker cursed them and cast them from his sight. Wherever they went, they spread the taint of their sin. Any land that was touched by the taint became blighted and would suffer no life. Instead, the Darkspawn arose to torment us and remind us of our hubris.
Well, let's do one more. Know any stories from Orlais?
Of course, Orlesians enjoy telling stories. I shall tell you my favorite tale of Aveline, the Knight of Orlais.
That sounds interesting.
A long time ago, a girl child was born to a farmer. He had hoped for a son, not a daughter, and so he told his wife to abandon the child in the woods. Before the cold could claim her, the baby was found by a tribe of Dalish elves who took pity on the poor mewling thing and raised her as their own. Aveline, for that is what they called her, grew strong and quick and clever under the guidance of the elves. She learned to wield the sword as well as any man, could kill a deer with an arrow at 100 paces, and was as graceful on the back of a horse as she was on foot.
Well, I guess I saw that coming, obviously.
Many legends have familiar forms and themes. We enjoy them so because we know them. Aveline's Dalish guardians saw that she could easily best any Orlesian chevalier in battle, and wanted to show the cruel humans the child they had left to die. They bestowed upon her a fine horse and armor, and sent her to prove herself to her people in the grand tourney. Now in those days, no woman was allowed to take up arms, let alone compete in the grand tourney, but Aveline kept her helmet on and was not discovered.
Did she win the tourney?
Aveline won many events and gained the approval of the adoring crowd. Eventually, she came face to face with the knight Kaleva in the grand melee. Aveline had already bested him in the joust, and Kaleva was determined not to lose a second time. Out of desperation to regain his honor, Kaleva tripped Aveline and tossed her to the ground, ripping off her helmet as he did so. Silence fell upon the arena as Aveline was revealed. Kaleva declared the previous competitions invalid. A woman had taken part, and this was not allowed. But the crowd cheered for Aveline. Kaleva was furious, for he had lost to a woman and was now being shamed. Blinded by his rage, he forced Aveline to her knees. "Know your place, woman," cried he, and slit her throat.
Lovely. That's terrible.
The son of the king, Prince Freyan, was present. He recognized Aveline's skill and bravery and began to see the injustice done to the women in his land. When he was made king, he rewrote the laws of Orlais so that women could also become chevalier. He honored Aveline and knighted her after her death. And to this day, any female who is knighted reveres Aveline the Brave, for she is the patron of all women chevalier.
Okay, let's move on. Thank you for your story. Oh, I have a +1 approval. Well, I have a gift I could give her, but I really don't want to just yet. Don't I have a flower or something or other? Andraste's Grace? Yeah, Leliana. I don't think we need to do that just yet. All right, let's talk to Sten.
Yes.
I have a question.
I am hardly surprised.
Why did you come to Ferelden?
To answer a question.
What was the You came all the way for that?
For someone so dismissive of questions, you ask a great many.
Well, what was the question?
The Arishok asked what is the Blight. By his curiosity, I am now here.
What is an Arishok?
The one who commands the Antam, the body of the Kunari.
Why does he care about the Blight?
Why do you?
Because I live here? Yeah, it's my home.
So if this Blight were in Orlais, it could consume the land with impunity. Don't strain yourself pondering that. I do not know why the Arishok sent us. He commands and I go.
Did you find the answer to his question?
A portion of it.
Well, don't you have to report back then?
Yes.
Well, I can see you're right on top of that, huh?
I cannot go home.
Why not?
It doesn't matter now. Can we move on? We keep the Darkspawn waiting.
What were you doing in that cage?
Sitting, as you observed.
That's not what I meant.
It's what you asked.
You don't like me much, do you?
Warden, if I truly disliked you, I would leave. That I am still here, you may interpret however you choose.
Fine, let's drop this for now.
Parshera, was there anything else?
I wanted to discuss something you mentioned.
Speak then.
What did you mean about human wisdom?
Perhaps if humans sought wisdom beyond the walls of chantries, they might find it now and then.
And I suppose you think the Qunari have found wisdom? Where else would you find wisdom if not the chant? Don't Qunari have places of worship, do they?
Qunari do not worship.
Then what do you know about wisdom?
I know that it cannot be found unless sought. There is little point in pursuing this. We should move on.
Okay, I have another question.
Very well.
Do I? There is some wisdom in the chant, you know? I mean, we can... I don't know that Luna would agree with it, but let's see where this goes anyway.
Then someone should release it into the wild. It is in danger of dying out.
What do you have against the chantry?
3 exalted marches and the Tevinter Imperium. Tell me, where is the wisdom in crying for a derelict god to save you?
No, the Imperial marches would, that would make you dislike the chantry. Well, what would you do then?
My people have a tale. A great Ashkari during his travels came upon a village in the desert. There he found the houses crumbling, the earth so dry and dead that the people tied themselves to each other for fear a strong wind would carry the ground out from under their feet. Nothing grew there except the bitter memory of gardens. The Ashkari stopped the first man he saw and asked what happened here. Drought came, and the world changed from prosperity to ruin, the man told him.
What does this have to do with the chant? Are you finished yet?
Patience. Change it back, the Ashkari replied. The villager became angry then, believing the Ashkari mocked him, for no one could simply change the world on a whim. To which the Ashkari answered, "Then change yourself. You make your own world."
People don't make the world, Sten. Sometimes you need faith in a higher power to change. I hope the villagers slapped him. Sure.
It's the hazard of carrying wisdom unsheathed. Believe in whatever you like, absent creators or whimsical gods. Follow prophets or Ashkari or omens in the earth and sky. You will find wisdom only if you seek it. Harshera, we should move on.
Another question?
Very well.
So what do you believe in then?
When your people join us, you'll find out.
Oh, you think the Qunari are coming to convert us? They are coming.
Our ships will come to these shores, and the Antam will bring this land to the Qun. But it does no good to dwell on it. Harshera, we should move on.
Let's go then?
As you wish.
-9. He's hostile towards me. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. All right, let's save and then go talk to Morrigan. Where are we at with her these days? We're still neutral.
What do you wish of me?
I'd like to ask you something.
If you must.
Never mind.
What do you wish of me? We are in camp, so 'tis as good a time as any.
Why are you still here?
I am here because Flemeth commanded me to aid you. Why? Do you wish me to leave? I can do so if you prefer.
Do you want to leave?
If I wanted to leave, then I would go. I remain, so do not ask such pointless questions.
Oh my goodness! Morrigan is also now hostile. Well, I mean, that was kind of what I wanted to do, right? All right, let me do some inventory management, and then we will head off to do another quest. All right, inventory has been managed, and I thought since Levi Dryden was here, we could begin working on a DLC quest. I think it is Soldier's Peak? Go to the party camp. The last time you traveled the open road, you caught a glimpse of a merchant in the distance. He appears to be following you. If you set up camp, he might be able to catch up to you. And that should be Levi Dryden.
You're a hard woman to find. Where are my manners? The name is Levi Dryden. Did Duncan ever mention me? Levi of the coins? Levi the trader?
Duncan never mentioned you.
Really? He
Really?
never told you of old Levi? We've known each other for years. But here I am carrying on while you have a blight to stop. Don't want to waste your time. But you see, Duncan promised that together we'd look into something important for the Wardens. And for me. But poor Duncan's... well, no more. A tragedy it is, at that. But I know he would want his work carried on. His pledge fulfilled.
What promise did Duncan make to you? How did you know Duncan? Yeah, how did you know him?
It's a bit of a tale, that is. But I'm the one who brought the Grey Wardens back to Ferelden. Well, I was one of the ones. There were a lot of us. Maker's breath, I'm a bit nervous. Honoured to be here, really.
What promise did Duncan make to you? Must have been tricky. People seem suspicious of wardens. Yeah, that one.
And most folk are right fools. With a blight on the doorstep, we should be throwing virgins at your feet. Although that could get a bit messy, couldn't it?
Go ahead and tell your tale.
After King Marek freed us from the Orlesians, the Grey Wardens begged the King's permission to come into Ferelden, some sort of internal business. Me and a mess of other Warden sympathisers spoke on behalf of your order. Loghain was very much against letting Orlesian Wardens in the kingdom. But Marek, Andraste, bless him, was a fair-minded monarch and he let them in.
Go on, I'm listening.
So that's why I was there when the Wardens and their leader, Genevieve, presented herself to the King. The first Wardens in Ferelden in over a century. Proudest day of my life, that was. Duncan was a bit of a scamp back then. We were of an age and struck up a friendship. The King himself went with the Wardens on their mysterious business. When he returned, he rescinded King Ardland's decree, and the Wardens came back to Ferelden for good.
Duncan was an easy man to like. Why were the Grey Wardens cast out by Arland?
People say it's because the Wardens have become terribly unpopular, just soaking up ties and not doing a bleeding thing for the kingdom. I say that's bollocks, as recent events have shown.
Marek rescinded the decree just like that?
Marek was a bit of a visionary. A powerful mind, that one. In his travels with the Wardens, he must have seen how important their cause was, and been moved by it.
I doubt that's the full story.
There was some talk at court that he did it to improve relations with Orzammar. That might have factored into it.
Probably.
But make no mistake, King Marek was a giant among men.
What promise did Duncan make to you?
My family, well, past a bit checkered to see. Nobles look at us with disdain. My great-great-grandmother, Sophia Dryden, was the last Warden commander of Ferelden back when the Wardens were known as freeloaders. So King Arland banished the Wardens, and he took House Dryden's land and titles.
What happened next?
Hard to say. After King Arland died, there was a civil war, loads worse than this one, and our family was on the run, hunted by enemies, with nary a friend in the world. But Drydens are tough. We rebuilt, became merchants, and we never lost our pride.
I'm surprised you kept your name.
Our family's only crime was guarding the kingdom against the blight. We're not ashamed of that.
So what favor did you ask of Duncan?
I asked for the truth. My family reveres Sophia Dryden. We know she died at the old Grey Warden base, Soldier's Peak. We want evidence to clear her name. It won't restore our land or our titles, but it'll restore our honour.
I've never even heard of Soldier's Peak before.
Well, no one's been to Soldier's Peak since Arland's days. At least none that's come back. I spent years mapping the maze of tunnels to the peak, and I found the way a few years back. So I went to Duncan, I did, and I said that he could reclaim the old base and my family could have its honour.
Why didn't Duncan help you? How will reclaiming the peak help the Wardens?
Soldier's Peak is strategic and symbolic importance. Duncan said that it would be worth it right there. He also hoped to recover lost Warden history and perhaps a few old relics. No one knows what's up there now.
What do you need from me?
I can pick my way through the tunnels at the base of Soldier's Peak, but the place, well, they say it's haunted, and it'll be dangerous for certain. Will you think on it at least?
Why didn't Duncan help you?
Darkspawn surfaced in southern Ferelden, and Duncan got plenty busy recruiting new Wardens and meeting with good King Cailan. Duncan said he would help after the Battle of Ostagar. Said there might be useful things at the peak, but he never had the chance.
Well, then I suppose let's go to Soldier's Peak.
1,000 blessings upon you, Warden. I'll mark down the location on your map. When you arrive, we'll pick our way through the tunnels together.
Quest updated. The history of the Drydens. Sophia Dryden is Ferelden's light and her most brilliant jewel. Nothing on this earth can ever quench her fire. Arlessa Sophia Dryden was the young Arlen's rival for the throne of Ferelden. Dryden was a strong and charismatic leader with much support from the Banorn. When Arlen finally won the crown, Dryden refused to relent. She pushed her claim, was caught, and accused of treason. Her sympathizers continued to support her, however. In order to appease them, Dryden was spared execution and forced to join the Grey Wardens instead. Dryden survived the joining and dazzled the Grey Wardens at Soldier's Peak with her leadership skills and charm. She eventually rose through the ranks to become the Warden Commander of Ferelden. Before Commander Dryden, the Grey Wardens were seen as a relic of an older time and an unnecessary drain on the nobles' coffers. Dryden, though, with her political connections, reinvigorated the Wardens and rapidly increased their numbers. In the meantime, King Arlen proved himself a devious king, willing to go to brutal lengths to silence his opponents. Arlen's reign of terror grew worse with each passing year, and some of the bands approached Commander Dryden in desperation, begging her to intercede. She agreed, and thus was the rebellion against King Arlen born. Arlen learned of the rebellion and took steps to end it. He publicly suspended all tithing to the Grey Wardens and declared that they were no longer welcome in Ferelden. Some of the Wardens, mindful that they were supposed to remain politically neutral, felt disgraced by Dryden's involvement in Ferelden's politics and left her side even as the king's forces lay siege to Soldier's Peak. The siege took months and ended with the death of Sophia Dryden. From the personal files of Levi Dryden, Merchant. And there was one other one. I wonder... Let me see if I can find it. Here we go. The history of the Drydens. In the years following the siege of Soldier's Peak, all those who carried the Dryden name were hunted by King Arlen's forces. Our noble Dryden name was smeared, and all lands and holdings belonging to the Drydens were seized by the crown. The king feared that the rebellion started by Sophia would be kept alive by her loyal friends and family, and anyone with connections to the Drydens suffered greatly. It is little wonder, then, that the few remaining Drydens found themselves with no allies and nowhere to turn. Tobin Dryden, Sophia's brother and guardian of her young son, had no choice but to flee Ferelden. Tobin bought passage to Antiva on a merchant vessel and traveled under the name de Rocher. Once in Antiva, Tobin set about building a new, quiet life for himself and his nephew. He started a small business and eventually made a name for himself as a trader. The de Rocher merchant family prospered, and the name Dryden was almost forgotten. However, in 815 Blessed, Sylvie de Rocher uncovered old documents belonging to Tobin and pieced together the family's history. In her pride and perhaps in her naivete, Sylvie reclaimed the name Dryden and returned to Ferelden. King Arlen lies dead, and the Dryden name lives on. Our family has survived, even thrived, since the death of Sophia Dryden. The nobles of Ferelden may still spit on the Dryden name, but we Drydens know that Sophia Dryden was greater than them, almost a queen and a hero of the people of the Ferelden. From the personal files of Levi Dryden, Merchant. Oh, there we go. Okay, and then quest updated. Travel to Soldier's Peak. Levi offered to take you through the maze of tunnels that lead to the old Grey Warden base of Soldier's Peak. He wishes to uncover proof that his ancestor, Sophia Dryden, was the hero his family always thought she was. Okay, sure. Let's save, and away we go. So we'll bring Alistair.
Yes.
And then... how about Morrigan?
Indeed.
And
Indeed.
Leliana this time. Then Soldier's Peak, atop a maze of abandoned mining tunnels, lies the old Grey Warden base of Soldier's Peak. Oh look, Lothering, a small town just off the Imperial Highway at the edge of the hinterlands, destroyed by the Darkspawn. I love how the world map updates as you progress in the game. It's pretty cool.
I bring word, sire. There are demands from the Banorn that you step down from the Regency. They are said to be gathering their forces, as are your allies. It appears it will be civil war after all, despite the Darkspawn. Pity. I also have an interesting report. There seem to be Grey Wardens who survived Ostagar. How, I don't know. But they will act against you. I have arranged for a solution, with your leave.
The Antivan Crows send their regards. An assassin?
Against Grey Wardens, we will need the very best, sire.
And the most expensive.
Just get it done.
And here we are, Soldier's Peak. Maker's breath. Look at the size of her. What a fortress. I told you the map would get us through the tunnels.
She's impressive, that's for certain. Just admit it, you were lost a couple times.
I wasn't lost, it's just that the map got soggy. Bah, we're here. So, I'll follow you about, from a distance. This place has the stench of death. I expect there's trouble up ahead.
Soldier's Peak. Looks like it's seen better days. Better centuries, more like.
Once the Wardens flourished, their ranks full, their caliber certain. Now they even accept people like you, Alistair.
Hey!
Okay, my quest updated again. You've arrived at Soldier's Peak. Further exploration may uncover what happened here a century ago. Help Levi clear his family's name. The last Warden Commander of Ferelden was Sophia Dryden. Levi wants to learn more about her and hopes to find proof that she brought honor to her family instead of disgrace. Okay, well, we will start that process on Thursday because this is a pretty convenient place to pause for today. So as always, thank you so very much for watching. Please do keep yourselves safe, and I will see you again on Thursday with another new Dragon Age Origins video.